Hello, John Birch for LoveShift, and today I'd like to make a quick video to show you the power of collective consciousness. Now, what I have here is a spreadsheet, and we call this also the power of Big C. And Big C is used to stand for collective consciousness. So in our formula, we're going to show you that the smaller c refers to individual consciousness, and the larger c, the exponent, refers to collective consciousness. So let me walk you through this, and the basis for this calculation is Albert Einstein's famous formula, E equals mc squared. And this is actually the formulation of the energy that we're going to be using to show the difference between associated consciousness and collectivized consciousness. So what we have down here in the middle is in the Neozoic era, when the consciousness has been grouped, when it's synergistic, when it's complex. You see the capital C is red right here. And down here in what we're going to call the Newtonian model, where the individual consciousnesses are personalized but they're not grouped, now we have the C red as a small c. So let me just start this model and show you what we've discovered, and I think you'll see why we're so excited. I'm going to now run the model up to 4 people. So there's 4 people in our study. Down here, we see that the number is 4, and we're going to see that it's 4 squared, 4 raised to the power of 2, and the value is 16. So in this situation, we're going to get the amount of energy equivalent to 16, whatever that is, 16 units of energy. Up here, we notice that it's actually the number 2 raised to the power of 4. Down here it's 4 raised to the power of 2. Here it's 2 raised to the power of 4. So you see what we're trying to demonstrate here is that in this case we're letting the collective consciousness be the variable, where down here it's the individual. Now we see that at 4 people in our group, there's the same amount of energy available. Let's take our group up to 5 people. Now, in the Newtonian model, where there isn't a complexification of the group, we have 25. Up here, 32. Let's run the model forward. We now have 10 people. 10 people in our group. Down here, 10 squared is 100. Up here, 2 raised to the power of 10 is 1,000. That's interesting. Watch these numbers again change. Excuse me. Here, this is the formula. Here is it changing. So watch the yellow as I move this from 0 to 10. You see how that's working? Okay. Now we're going to go past 10 to 20 people in our group. The associated 20 that are not working together, that are just additive, we wind up with a unit value of 400. Up here, where we are complexifying our consciousness, where we're sharing using Twitter and Facebook and smartphones and Gmail, whatever this is, all of this here is the collectivization of our consciousness, this new era. And we're very, very young in this. We're moving forward into this right now. It's a brand new phenomenon, how we're being able to associate our consciousness. But look what's happened. Up here, we're already up to 1 million. 400, 1 million, only with 20 people in our group. Let's go up to 30. Okay, at 30 individuals, 900 versus 1 billion. Do you see why we're so excited? I would say myself that we're having a renaissance of consciousness and conscious energy as we become able more and more, almost daily, to collectivize our thought. We're no longer having individuals reading newspapers. We now have a viral world that's able to share thought almost instantaneously at the level of the group. This group was only 30 people. Let's keep going. Up we go. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, up to 100. Just 100 people who have figured out how to work together, how to share their thinking. Down here, 100 squared is 10,000. Up here, 2 raised to the power of 100 is an astronomically large amount of energy. And that's just 100. If you run this slider to 200, 300, 500, 1,000, this number becomes amazingly huge. I actually did this on a calculator that I found online in China. And I began to run this number up, 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 up. And when I got it above 1,000,000, the number became almost undecipherable. When I took it to 1,000,000,000, which is 1 out of every 8 human beings approximately on Earth, the calculator returned the value of infinity. So we are on the threshold of an incredible moment here, and I'm suggesting that one of the things that we need to pay attention to is how much amazingly more we're able to do when we collectivize our thought. And this is a new area for the human, but it's just recent that we're able to actually share our thinking. I believe when Michael Jackson died, it was about 9 in the morning. By noon, I don't know a single person who didn't know that he had died. It happened that quickly. Things go viral. This is unexplored territory when it comes to making changes in the world. This is how we have been functioning for 2,000 years with newspapers and the way we speak one-to-one and then one-to-one and one-to-one. And this is now collective. Once again, watch the formula change. Look at the difference. So if you find this interesting, please go to www.loveshift.com and explore, and then consider becoming involved in how we figure out how to apply this to the problems that we face on Earth, because we certainly have problems. We certainly need energy, and we're in this together. So that's the Big C demonstration. The collective consciousness is now, we think, the independent variable. And thank you for watching.